Good evening. Hello everyone. Pop your hands up. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to picture yourself in a large open field. So today we're going to be I'm going to give you some insight on orbs, and the reason I'm doing this is a few things. First things first, it used to fascinate me when I first started out why orbs would be there and what the meaning was and why they'd only be on certain pictures and certain videos and they wouldn't be on everything. And I was like, okay. So I looked into them, spoke to my guides, done some research and understood what orbs actually meant. So I found it all quite fascinating, but then I kind of forgot about them. I just thought of these things that appear on, videos and pictures every now and again. And then you guys have been putting videos and pictures in the group with lots of different things on orbs. So I wanted to give you all an overview of what it actually means, why they might be cropping up, how do you know it's definitely an orb for sure, and why would they even be showing up on your videos and pictures, and why is it only certain ones as well? So that's what we're going to cover today. Is that all okay for you all? I think I've given it long enough, haven't I? Should we get started? Do you mind if I sip my tea as well? Right, okay, so orbs, my darling, what are they? So orbs are balls of light that will show up on your videos and pictures, and you can actually see orbs as well. If not everybody can, let me know if you actually have seen an orb yourself, but you can actually see an orb in the corner of your eye or right in front of your eyeballs or different things. So you can actually physically see orbs. Not everybody does, but some people do. You don't have to be a spiritualist to be able to see them, or you can actually see them on pictures and videos. So let me know, give me some love hearts if you've ever seen an orb. And if you don't know what an orb is, haven't got a clue what you're on about, Katie, explain what an orb is. So they do come in different shapes, colours and sizes and different amounts as well. So some people can just see one circular orb that's quite clear. Other people can see like a flutter and a clutter of them all over videos, all over pictures, and they can come in different sizes and it means different things. Okay, so we'll get to that. Other things, when you're actually seeing orbs from the naked eye, so I see orbs all the time. So when you see orbs from the naked eye, you might notice that they're actually different colours. So they can be blues, they can be black, they can be red, they can be all sorts of different colours. The most common colour is bright white, but not always are they bright white. So they can be different colours. That's just something to be mindful of if you have actually ever seen an orb. Now, a couple of you are saying that you've seen orbs every day. Okay, amazing. What type of orbs do you actually see? So who's actually seen them by the naked eye and who's actually seen them only in videos and pictures? So Harriet's saying that she's only seen them in pictures and videos. Interesting. Jane's also saying she's only seen them in photos. And Tabitha's actually, I've seen an orb. Lovely, Tabitha. Can you remember where you were, what colour it was, all the details, or what was actually happening in your life at that moment? If you could share that with us, that'd be amazing. Good afternoon, everyone that is joining us. Welcome, welcome. We've only just got started, so you haven't missed too much. If you are watching on replay as well, give me a hashtag replay. Let me know you are tuning in. Okay, so when we get orbs on videos and pictures, and I'm going to show you some examples, and I'm going to share my screen. We're going to go through the ones that have been put into Spirits and White Feathers. And when you see the orbs, it can be a little bit like, well, what do they actually mean? Why are they there? And if it's the first time you've actually seen one, it can be a little bit overwhelming for you, and it can actually scare you and think, oh, is there a message? Is there somebody trying to communicate with me? Why would I be seeing this orb? And it can be a little bit like discombobulating, but actually it's a good thing. Orbs are angels. Orbs are your loved one and spirit guides and your spiritual team on the other side, letting you know that they are around you and protecting you. And they can come for all different reasons. So they can come for reasons where you maybe need an extra hug, or you're feeling a bit low, or if there's some decisions that you feel you have to make and you're feeling the pressure, or if there's a lot of difficult things going on. But they can also come when there's been a birth of a baby, an announcement of pregnancy, a wedding, your life is going tickety-boo and everything's wonderful. They can come through for a number of reasons. They can also come through around anniversaries as well. you know, like anniversaries of not just their passing, but anniversary of like birthdays, weddings, you know, Christmas time as well is another time where lots of orbs come around and you get a lot of orb activity. They are also, this is the other reason why they might come around, is if you are, and when you, and I'm going to show you the examples, but if you see a cluster of orbs in your videos or a cluster of orbs around a picture of you or a room where you are, it's a heightened, it shows that there is a heightened, don't get scared guys, heightened spiritual activity. So I'm trying to say it so the way it doesn't scare you more. So if anyone's got this on their picture, they don't go, oh my God, there's heightened spiritual activity in the corner of my room. Do not panic, do not, you know, spirit are lovely. But if they're around a person, so if they're around somebody and you haven't developed your gift and there's a whole abundance of them and a whole stream of them everywhere, orbs all around you, that could be a sign that you have a spiritual gift yourself. And maybe it's time that you looked into it and time to embrace who you actually are. Because what will happen is that orb flutter will only get bigger and bigger and bigger, because spirit don't understand that maybe you're not practicing, and you know they don't understand about time. What they will know is that you are an open energy, you've got the ability to communicate, you've got the ability for them to be able to come to you, pass on, you can pass on messages, so they will hang around you like a magnet, so they're magnetically drawn to you, and they'll stay with you until you actually take the time to develop your skills and until you embrace spiritualism. So if there is a heightened area of orb activity, not around a person, but in an actual area of a room, so if it's quite abundant and lots of orbs going around, then that can also be a sign that there's a lot of energetic, spiritual energy around that corner of the room. And there's a couple of reasons for this as well. I hope I'm not bombarding you all, because I feel like I'm going off on a tangent. I always need my PowerPoints. But if there can be a number of reasons. One, it can be because there is maybe somebody died in the corner of that room, or maybe there was a tragedy as well. So for example, when I went to the 9/11 memorial site, it was like Orb City, there was orbs everywhere, and it's because an abundant number of people passed in that scene. It can also mean that maybe there's crystals around there, or somebody's been practicing mediumship or something along those lines in a certain area. So for example, where I am now, because this is the place I do all my readings, there will be heightened spiritual activity in this room. So whenever people come into this room, they're like, oh, they can feel the energy shift, they can feel the difference. And if I was to take a few pictures, I don't know, can you see orbs on my videos, guys? I don't know. Let me know if you've ever seen an orb behind me, but you will see that there's heightened spiritual activity. So the orbs are a sign of guardian angels, spirits, loved ones, all trying to communicate and come forward. So you will most probably see an abundance of orbs all around my head or all around me. And I think some people have, but yeah, let me know if you have ever seen them. Let me know, be interesting to know. So that's the basic overview of it. Now, before I was fully developed and before I was really stepping into who I really was, I had on every single picture like a cloud around me, always had an orb next to me. I even had giant shadows next to me. It was crazy, some of the pictures. I've got one actually, I'll see if I can dig it out of me, and I think it was my brother, and there's literally a whole shadow in the middle of us both. So let me see if I can find it for you. But before I actually embraced it, and before I practiced what I can do, there was a heightened magnetic field of massive spiritual energy all around me. And if you've read my blogs, you'll know that when I went to see a medium years and years and years ago, she said to me, what are you doing here? And I was like, hello, I've come for a reading. And she's like, no, she said, you are the most powerful person spiritually I've ever seen. She's like, you do not need to have me doing your reading. And I was like, what? I was completely bamboozled. Obviously I knew what I could do, but I was a bit like, I'm not that good, I'm all right. And she's like, no, she said, you need to go and embrace who you are. She said, there's so much spiritual activity all around your head. You need to go and embrace it and step into your power. And I was like, oh, okay. So there we go. So somebody who's a medium will be able to see an aura clutter around somebody with a gift. And that's usually, if I'm unsure as to whether somebody has a gift and they want to do one of my courses, for example, and I can't feel their energy straight away or through their voice, whether they are quite spiritual and it's worth their while doing the courses, then I will ask to jump on a call with them, and I will check out what's around them and see whether they have heightened spiritual activity around them, and see if there's, you know, orbs waiting, angels around them, and I ask for an angel confirmation. And you will find that if you've had a reading done with any medium, not just me, they might say, oh, there was an orb over there to confirm that, you know, there's an angel orb around your head. And again, it's a reassurance. So orbs are not a bad thing. Orbs are a good thing. They're a sign that there is spiritual activity. Yes, they are. But as we all know, spirit are beautiful, and spiritual activity is not something to be scared of in the slightest. Okay. How do you know for sure? This is something that it does crop up, guys. It does. And I don't want you to go and search YouTube, but on YouTube you'll get scientists and people trying to disprove orbs, and you know, you get difference of opinion, and people are so entitled to their own opinion, 110%. And in a way they are right, because, bear with me, not always is every single orb, shadow, clutter that you see definitely spirit. It's not always spirit. It's not. Sometimes, I'm afraid to say, guys, if your camera's cracked, it's that. You know, if your camera's cracked and you're filming, the light from, say, my ring light here will bounce, and it will act and give off different, like, little light things, like lightsaber, I want to call them lightsabers, lightsaber things going off, and it will also give possible circles, and it can be a reason. So that can be one reason why you would see them. It isn't always definitely an orb, but I will say you can usually sense it, and you don't have to be a medium. You can usually see when the lighting's just the lighting and it's a reflection off a mirror, and when it's genuinely spiritual activity. You should be able to see the difference. Yeah, Karen saying she knows the difference. Some can be dust. Yeah, dust, massive one. Thank you, Karen. Dust as well can act and look, because dust is quite small particles. If there's light, you can actually see, like, not all dust is small. Some dust can be quite chunky, and it can look like snow, and it can flutter. So again, it can give off the impression that it's an accumulation of orbs and a clutter of orbs all around, but in actual fact it's dust. What are the other ones that I've noticed and I thought, no, that's definitely not spirit? Insects, that was it. Sometimes you can get insects going across. So if you've taken a video or a picture outside and an insect has gone like that really quickly, they can look very much like an orb, and it can look like almost like a little angel because of the wings and things like that. So yes, those things happen, and we would be, I don't want to say idiots, but we would be naive, that's the word. We'd be naive to think that it is only ever full spiritual activity. And I think sometimes in life, you know, you can be spiritualist, you can be into orbs, into spiritualism, but you've also got to be a realist as well. And that's why I'm going to show you some of the videos that have been posted so we can have a look together and see the difference. Okay, so does that all make sense, guys? And if you've got used to seeing orbs, or you've got used to seeing orbs on your pictures and then all of a sudden they're not there anymore, don't feel sad. It doesn't mean that the spirits aren't with you or aren't loving you or aren't protecting you in any way, shape or form. It's just that you don't physically need them as much at that point in your life, but they will be back 100%. Okay, let me just come to the questions, then I'm going to share my screen and we'll go through some of the videos and pictures that have been posted. If you do have a picture on your phone at the moment or a video, quickly post it in Spirits and White Feathers and I will have a look for you. Let's have a look. Hello everyone joining. Oh, I'm glad you're finding it interesting, guys. I'm so pleased. Okay, Tabitha darling, it was in my bedroom and I woke up and I saw it an orb and it turned into a face. Yeah, okay. Sounds like you have a gift there, Tabitha. Something you might want to look into. Karen, I am a medium, sit for spirit every day, also see mist in my bedroom. Oh, amazing. I've got some mediums in the group. Welcome, Karen. Harriet, if there is only one, does that literally mean one person is there? It's not like humans. The spirit world, you know, in human earth, right? Okay, so you can see me now, I'm one person. You can see, say if Jessica was here, my daughter, you could see two people. Whereas in spirit world, just one orb could be a cluster of a whole bunch of angels, your guardian angels, your loved ones up there, and they could cluster and all their energy can be combined into one. So one orb doesn't necessarily mean one spirit, one person. If that answers your question, I hope it does. There's no way of really knowing, guys. There's no way of really knowing how many are up there or who it is. And I think as individuals and as humans, we can be too focused on who it actually is. And I wouldn't be worried about who it is. I'd just say next time you see it, or you see it on a picture or by the naked eye, say thank you. Say thank you for the orb, thank you for the protection, I see you, sending you lots of love. And just kind of just in spirit world, there's no reassurance constantly. You know, you kind of just have to have the faith, and you kind of just have to not question what every little thing is, because if you do start questioning what every little thing is, it kind of acts as a barrier between you and them, and it comes a point where you're trying to end up getting them to prove what they want from you, or you start worrying about why they're there, and then it can just go into something that spiral out of control, and really all they're there for is to give you love and support. So I hope that makes sense. I see orbs just after my dad's coffin was lowered. On the video though, as we videoed it, they were flying around. How beautiful. So it shows that your dad was there, the guardian angels are there, and they're all giving lots of support. And if they're lowering the coffin into the ground in a graveyard, it would be an accumulation possibly of the spirits that are around that have also been buried. So yeah, that would have been quite emotional and quite beautiful. They probably came along to give strength to you all at that difficult time. Lisa's saying, have not seen an orb, but have seen a bright light coming from my son's room when all the lights were odd. Do you mean off? Okay, so light, that can be angels. So I've seen a couple of bright lights where, have you seen the film Ghost, guys? I think most people have seen the film Ghost, but you know when the light comes to get Patrick Swayze and it comes to take him and then he runs off because he's got things to do. Like that is a massive angel spiritual light. I've only seen that myself. When have I seen it? Probably once or twice. I've seen it after I had Jessica, when I had my near-death experience. Of course, I panicked and thought, oh my gosh, that's it, I'm about to go. And then when did I see it again? I think it was when I was little, when I was a child. I can't quite remember, but it's basically an angel light. It's not that somebody's coming to get him or collect him or anything like that. It's a very strong angelic presence, so it's quite reassuring. So I hope that makes sense. Are the orbs only people you know, or could they be anyone? Again, it could be anyone. You know, there's people. I heard a saying, you only have to touch someone once in this lifetime for them to be with you in the next. So it could be somebody that is really, you would probably forget about meeting, but they remember you, or somebody that has an affinity with you, that's crossed over into spirit world and is watching over and likes you and wants to help you, or feels that they can be of assistance to you. Or it can be a family member, guardian angel, or if you are spiritual and you have a gift, it could be your spirit guide as well. You saw them around me once in the Live Limitless Academy, Jane. Yes, I remember actually. There was massive heightened activity on that course, wasn't there? You remember it kept kicking me off all the lives as well. I would be interested in a course. Okay, Tabitha, Psychic School opens in April. So if you want to register, head to my website, www.katiehelliwellpsychicmedium.com, and you will be able to register your place on there. Let's have a look. Morning from Canada. Good morning, Susan. What's the weather like in Canada? Amanda saying, first time with you in the proceeds of strengthening my gift. Amazing, Amanda. You keep strengthening that gift. It's beautiful. And thank you for joining. It's nice to have you, so many newbies. I've seen mist passing by me in the house. Yeah, mist is an actual spirit. It's an actual spirit of a loved one, usually. That's what mist means. So when you see it, just be like, hi guys, hope you're good. And just let them know that you've seen them, because it takes such a lot of energy I know how much energy it takes as a medium to be able to convert messages and to be able to make sense of it and able to link in with spirit and pass it on to you guys, and for it all to make sense. So if you think how much energy it takes for them to work their way into your atmosphere, I don't want to say in your home because it's not really your home, in your atmosphere, to be able to show their presence, let themselves know, and really so you feel secure and so that they can protect you. Like, guys, the energy is huge that it takes for them to do that. And I think that we need to give thanks. Next time you see anything like that, guys, give thanks, because it is really a huge thing for them to do. So I think if they acknowledge, or they go, oh, she understands, or she's seen it, it's beautiful. It's just beautiful, guys. I think it really is. Alex is saying, I feel spirit touching my head now as I'm watching you. Not unusual, Alex, not at all, because obviously there's heightened spirit in the group. There's energy of everyone watching. There'll be energy of people watching in the future as well. So you will feel the spiritual energy, and most people do on most live streams. And that's not just with me, that's with any medium. So yeah, doesn't surprise me, you can feel it. Right, now let me share my screen because I'm getting all technical. Let's have a look. Check me out, guys. Can you remember, if you've been following me for a while, can you remember like how useless I used to be with these things? You know, like anything technical, and now look at me. It's like amazing. Okay, so we are in the Spirits and White Feathers group now. Let's have a look. Okay, I'm going to come to this one because this picture isn't necessarily just about orbs. Let me see if I can zoom in. Can I zoom in? Why won't it let me zoom in? Oh, I can. There we go. Let's have a look. I can't see any orbs on here. Can anyone see any orbs on this picture? And the lady posted it because she said that you couldn't see her legs. Bear with. Okay, so here on this picture, it looks like this lady has got no legs. Can you see there where I'm pointing? Let me just check you can see my cursor. Yeah, you can. But I just genuinely think it's the way she's standing from looking at it here. Where are the two orbs? Two orbs on her coat. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's where she thinks the orb is, here. I would say that it's the camera angle with her legs, because I think it's the coat and I think she might have crossed her legs. So I think this one, I don't know whether this is spiritual activity. And here, that to me is not an orb. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I feel terrible saying this, but I'm just going to be really, really open. So this here to me looks like a reflection of something that may be on the wall behind here. Now, I know this pub, and it is a very spiritual pub, and it does have a very heightened spiritual vibe in there, most definitely. And I do go to this pub, but this here I don't believe is an orb. So there we go. So very sorry to that lady. I know that I think she really wanted it to be an orb, but I'm just being honest with you all, and at least you know then that I'm telling you the truth with all this. Okay, let's have a look. Not that one. We don't want that group. We want Spirits and White Feathers, and we want orbs. Let's go to the next one. What do you guys think about that picture? Oh, Louise is saying she can see one with the lady on the green dress. I'm not convinced. Okay, so let's have a look. Right, this was the orb challenge that I did. Let's go on to here and see the comments. Oh, Georgie. Georgie's a great one to go to. Right, Georgie, I don't know this lady, but she posts on the orbs quite a lot, and she comments in the group on orbs in particular. And oh my gosh, I mean, look, these are orbs. And look at the different colours. So the different colours, that one's like a pink, isn't it? It's like a pale pink. They mean the same colour as, so the aura colours, this is something else that might be useful to you all. So the orb colours are the same meaning as the aura colours. So white is angelic, pink is love. Those are the only two colours I'd say. And that isn't dust. It's just not dust. You can feel it. And the reason you can see it's not dust is because it's got the reflection around the outside. You can see, and you can just feel it. Can anyone else feel it there? Can anyone else feel the difference? Let me know. But yeah, that's crazy, the amount of activity she has. Let's see her video. There's one. That's dust. That's an orb. That's orbs. Orbs everywhere. Look at the heightened activity. Orbs. Oh my gosh, look how many orbs. Sorry, I get excited. This is crazy. Can you see all this, guys? That is crazy. So with Georgie there, I would say that Georgie has a gift, and she has a very, very, very strong spiritual presence all around her. Oh, this is gorgeous. Look at this. Oh, wow. Oh, look, there's the orb. It's blue. Now, blue is a sign of balance and calm. And obviously, look where she is. Look where this lady is in the most beautiful setting, walking her dog with the gorgeous sunshine in a natural element charge. Crazy. It's crazy beautiful. So no wonder she's got the blue orbs all around, right next to the dog as well. So again, you might see quite a lot of orbs around spirit, around dogs and pets and children. And again, it's because they're so spiritual and they're so loving. They give off that energy. Any reason they might move so much? It's just the energy, Harriet. So when they move around a lot, it's just the energy of them. It's how they are. They just float. They don't usually stay stagnant. And they're only stagnant, obviously, in pictures where it can't move. They do usually move around because energy is very movable. Energy is very what's the word? Not recycled, but it moves around a lot and it changes quickly. And it's like with us, energy changes with us quickly as well. They appear for me most when I've taken pictures outside or on walks, etc. Yeah. Again, natural element charges and out. And if you're in a natural element charge, you know, and if you've not heard me say what that actually is, it's basically where you are naturally drawn to. So like an open space or a beach or somewhere that's beautiful and spacious where you can think and get your head together, then yeah, a natural element charge, you will most likely see orbs and have spiritual activity because you're grounding yourself. Rebecca saying, wow, amazing. Yep, I know, it's crazy, isn't it? Okay, so Helen Elizabeth saying, no idea what this is. I cannot see that for the life of me. Let's see if I can enter it full screen. What am I looking at? Do you know, guys, sometimes when you post, I'm sitting there and I go in, I zoom in, and I'm trying my best to like see, and I'm thinking, huh? Luckily, some people do circle it for me, and I do usually find it eventually. I think she's referring to this here. Let me just check it's not a mark on my laptop. Hard to say what that actually is. You see, all I can feel here, and there is a couple of mediums on this live, all I can feel here is the energy of the person in this bed. That's what I can feel. So I don't think that is an orb. That doesn't feel orb related to me. How do I exit this screen now? There's me boasting, saying I'm so good, I'm so technical. Can't work out how you do it now. We'll close out there. Okay. Oh dear. See, I told you I broke it. Bear with everyone. There we go, I'm back. Right, so let's have a look. Let's have a look at Chelsea's. Oh, that was an orb. Oh, that was a light. Oh, hang on. Oh, it could have been the TV. Wait there. Let me extend this. All right, we'll try again. Sadly, I would say there's the orb, and it was quicker. That's how you know it's circular and it was quick. That last one there was a dust, piece of dust. Orb. And then this light, that's the TV, I'm afraid. The light flickers. But there was an orb on there. There was two. And there was also dust. So did you see that, guys? Can you feel that? Can you feel the difference? Oh, look at this little munchkin. Look at her. Oh. Orbs all around. They're dancing with her. Can you feel it? Look how quick they are. They're dancing with her. Oh. Yeah, that's definitely an orb. Spirit love children. Absolutely love them. That's so cute. Okay, so we're going to go to a couple more, and then let's have a look. Orbs. Does this all make sense, guys? And are you understanding what you're seeing? Has anyone got any questions? I mean, ask away. Oh, wow, this one. I mean, look at that. I mean, wow. I mean, look at the child. This child is absolutely beautiful. But look at the child's eyes. Can you see the energy of the eyes? She's just got a beautiful angelic energy all around her. She's so gorgeous. And look, so there's all different shapes, all different sizes. This is the most clearest orb picture I've actually ever seen. It's so clear, and look how they are so responsive to her, and you can actually feel the love of them all. It's like an abundance of angels all around her. So when they're around this child in particular, it can mean that this child has actually got a spiritual gift itself, but obviously we wouldn't know till she's much older. But also it can be a sign that the child was either maybe wanted and took a while to get there. Oh my gosh, she's got the same name as my daughter, Lily Grace. How crazy is that? Hello, Roxana, darling. So it can be a sign that it's taken them a long time to actually have the child, or she's very precious, or she came along at a very difficult time. There can be a number of things around here, but because sometimes children are actually sent to you. Maybe there's been a difficult time, and you know, sometimes in families when there's been a crossing and somebody's passed over, and then a baby arrives in the family, it's like the baby's sent to heal, the baby's sent to give you all a new lease of life. And when that's the case, that baby has this, like, every child's precious and every child's important, but that child has a sense of something different about them, something a little bit magical, something that feels really, really super special. And that's what I get from this child here. And I do believe this child has a spiritual gift, and we'll only know when she's older. But oh my gosh, this is, guys, the classic example of orbs. So if you see anything like this on your pictures, this is not camera, this is not dust, this is not anything being broken and it's deflecting light. This is a picture of orbs. Gorgeous. Oh, thank you for posting, Hayley. But if you ever watch this back, I don't know if you're watching now. Keep going to the wrong one. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can give you an example of one that maybe isn't so clear. Ah, here we go. This lady wants to know if this is orbs or just dust. That's an orb, I can see without even pressing play. Let's have a look then. Ready? Why is it pressing? Oh, is it not a video? Hang on, am I being an idiot? No, it's not a video. Okay, so she screenshot it. That is most definitely an orb. And can you see the difference, guys? How is that even possibly dust? A, it's see-through. B, it's the shape of it. And C, you can, I don't know if you can actually feel this yourselves, but that is spiritual. You can feel the magic behind it. It's so, so clear. There we go. So I want to say thank you to everyone that has joined. Did you all find that useful? Do you all now have a clearer understanding of orbs, why they've been sent, how they can be different colours, who it could actually be sending them? How do you know for sure if it's an orb or if it's dust or if it's you know, your actual guardian angels all around you? Do you all have a greater understanding? Has that all been useful? Give me some love hearts if it has. Let me know, darlings. I hope you've all enjoyed it. I love giving all these little trainings. So if there's anything else that you guys want some clarity on, let me know and I'll do some more trainings for you all. I'm going to be around a lot more now in 2020. So if you don't want to see me, sorry, but you will. There we go. Love the live, amazing. Oh, fabulous. Right, I'm going to love you all and leave you all. Have a great, great Wednesday. Big kisses, big loves. Thank you for tuning in. Mwah. Love you all. Take care. Bye.